How do you explain the deep emotion that we feel in everything we do? How do you explain a country that wears its heart on its sleeve? Be it a game played by 22 people, or a star who comes alive on the silver screen, or a festival that explodes in color, or even the car they drive. Passion that throbs in every Indian heart.
Ever since I can remember, in our family, we have had Fiat cars. But then times moved on and we have also had other cars. But at the back of my mind, I always wanted a Fiat. So that's my car and I'm very, very possessive about it.
This is my dad's car. I learned driving on it, thanks to all of his backseat driving, always telling me, watch out, the truck is coming too close, things like that. But it all paid off in the end, and this car fueled my passion for cars, and I now have a second Fiat as well.
I can't imagine the 70s without my red Fiat, my guitar, and my girlfriend with that big flower in her hair. I still can't imagine life without them.
In the last 10 years that we've known each other, our outings have moved from romantic dates under the stars to coffee shops now. But the one thing that hasn't changed is his Fiat car, which he keeps checking on.
I'm his daughter, but actually the car was more like the first child to him, and the car is older than me, but she's always referred to as old girl, and probably he paid much more attention to the car than he did to me.
Whenever I used to go on an outing in my dad's Fiat, I used to sit on his lap and pretend that I was driving.
It has seen marriages, births, school, graduation, the first job. It's a member of the family.
He was showing off the day he bought a Fiat.
This starts way back when I was 14 years old. My dad used to own a car and I used to get up early in the morning to wash it. And the incentive being just to take a round around the colony.
There are some things I want to do before I turn 20. Paraglide, visit Ladakh, learn a foreign language, and own a Fiat.
I do maintain, out of my precious times, I do maintain a kind of logbook on my car. It's something like this. It gives you details of this car right from the time that I purchased, 96, till date, every bit of petrol consumption, the average, the repairs, the turnover of the rotation of tires, and so on and so forth, whatever is required as per the manual of the Fiat book. I am doing that in my logbook.
Fiat, the car that India has grown up with. Fiat, a company striding towards the future and proud of its historic identity. The history of Fiat began many years ago at the dawn of Italian industrialization, in which the company has always played a leading role. From that moment on, the Fiat brand spread throughout the world and developed extensively. Today, the name Fiat is still fraught with meaning, not only on account of the cars we produce, cars with attractive styling and exciting engines, cars that are accessible and improve the quality of everyday life, but also on account of our heritage and tradition. Let's take a stroll back in time through the brand's history. The first factory was inaugurated in 1899 in Corso Dante, and even then the passion was obvious. Be it the largest factory in Europe with a futuristic test track on the roof, or its fuel-saving small utilitarian cars. In 1934, the company designed a low-powered car, the 508, also known as Balila or low rate, due to its reduced fuel consumption. 1936 saw the birth of the Fiat 500 or Topolino, designed by Dante Giacosa. Passion was what renewed Fiat's commitment to research after the Second World War with the Mirafiore factory, that introduced the most advanced concepts of industrial organization. The zeal continued with the birth of the first diesel cars and the Fiat 1400, a car with a monocoque body, completely new in its design and mechanics. The 60s saw Fiat achieve a phenomenal growth in exports. Then came the Fiat 127 in 1971, the first Fiat car with a front-wheel drive. 1978 saw a new flexible robotized system for assembling bodywork with the introduction of the RoboGate system. The Fiat Auto division was set up as an independent company in 1979 with brands like Lancia, Auto Bianchi, Abarth and Ferrari. In 1986, Fiat also acquired the Alfa Romeo. Fiat's unstoppable drive in the 90s saw an exciting fleet of models like the Fiat Tempra, Fiat 500, Fiat Punto and Fiat Coupe. Also, Barchetta, Fiat Bravo, Brava, Fiat Marea and Fiat Palio. Fiat Ulisse marched into the MPV segment in 1994. Fiat launched the new Panda, the first subcompact car to communicate the new era of Fiat, followed by the Fiat Croma. The 4x4 Fiat Sedici, the Grande Punto, beautiful, solid, exciting. The first multi-purpose vehicle, Fiat Idea. And last but not the least, the new Fiat Bravo, a blend of beauty and substance, destined to become a benchmark for the segment. Every car based on designs to simplify several aspects of daily life with high-tech content and intelligent solutions. That's Fiat, a company delivering cutting-edge technology through dedicated vehicle research. From engines to electronic systems, from production to management, Italian design, immaculate details and harmonious forms typical of the cars from the 50s to the present, influenced by contemporary Italian culture and fashion. This obsession spills over to futuristic innovations like full-fledged ecological models, such as natural power vehicles, or even the most recent Blue and Me, that enables phone calls and also listening to incoming SMS and music through Bluetooth on the go. Every Fiat automobile exudes its 5 core philosophies. Simply put, the 5 S's: smiling, stylish, surprising, simple, speedy. Fiat's passion spreads and envelops the world. And the latest one is in India, in association with Tata. Spread over 200 acres of high-tech Fiat plant at Ranjangaon to manufacture over 100,000 cars and over 200,000 engines and transmissions. Bringing the best of Fiat to India. The next phase of Fiat's bonding with India has begun. Fiat is here to grow with India.